Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
You're a busy man.
Very busy.
Stocking the books.
Restacking books. New shelves.
You got a new lot in, yeah?
Yeah. Got new shelves, so they're coming all the way through eventually. I've done the other side. Put some lights on.
So this is your little den in here, is it?
One of the dens. Lots of dens in here.
How long are you here?
6 years or something.
6 years, How old is this house?
18th century, early 1700s. Maybe a little earlier.
Thatched.
Beautiful thatch roof on it.
It was recently thatched, is it?
No, it's now due to be redone again soon. The top lot on it is beginning to rot.
How did you get involved in the book business or the antique business?
Well, I'm an antiques dealer, supposed to be, and my wife's the antiquarian book dealer.
And how did you get involved in all that? Initially?
And 37 years ago, clearing out my dad's shed. He'd been a collector and a hoarder, and we started on open markets and bought some junk and then got hooked.
And was that in England or Ireland?
That was in England, in Norfolk. Then we moved to Dorset, and we've been dealing ever since. I've been sort of become a well-known antiquarian book dealer.
And how did you happen to get involved in Ireland? How did you come over?
We came over because we fell in love with the Guinness, really.
Like many a man and woman.
We just loved it. Okay, we used to come 3 times a year, bring stuff to sell, buy stuff here and take back to England. And an old Volkswagen camper van usually, fill it up, fill the roof.
And how long are you in Ireland now?
24 years this year.
And what's attractive about Ireland?
Just love it.
What part of it?
West, mainly.
Yeah, lots of books.
Lots of books, from poetry through children's books, old children's, through to really fine bindings, Irish books, all sorts of stuff, alternative kind of books, literature, history, and then through to my part, the antiques part, lots of smalls, fine silver, ivory teapots, and then down there early fishing tackle, all sorts of things, all concentrated in there. Lovely inlaid boxes and silver filled stuff.
And how did you pick Mulranney as a centre of business?
We were in Westport, but we found that too expensive. And
Rentals, is
we
it?
just ended up here. Fine early furniture, lovely Irish wine table,
A big collection of fishing rods there.
and lots of fishing rods, lots of fishing tackle we
Where
do.
do you get that kind of stuff now?
All over, mainly out of big old houses here
In Ireland?
in Ireland, yeah.
You get a big collection of prints then?
And the prints are all original, all old, genuine old prints. I sit and mount them up when nothing's happening much. And they're all old. Some of these they date back from the 1700s up to the 1950s.
You take them out of newspapers sometimes, do you?
Sometimes
Or journal?
These here are actual newspaper of the London Illustrated News. That's Newport.
Newport?
That's got police, the guards looking for a criminal around Newport.
Okay.
But they're all newspaper. You take these to bits, you could read the back. And a lot of these have come out of early books and old books. First editions mostly. Lots of them were expensive. So that's kind of the sort of thing we have.
You got cameras, old cameras, I see. 1 or 2 of them up here.
There's a couple of
The old box camera, yeah.
Yeah.
There's really old looking books up here, isn't there?
There's a lot of old books in here, yeah.
What's the oldest book you have in the house, do you think?
1543. It's actually gone to the binders to have a little bit of repair.
And what's it about?
It's a Latin book.
A Latin
So
book.
I'm not sure what it's about. Religious. I'm not good on Latin. This is all literature, mainly English and American literature.
Yeah?
And the same all the way through here, till we get to here. There's gardening, cookery, construction, building, and health and healing, all that kind of stuff. I should have the lights on, have that lit up. Let me go and light it up.
This way again.
And there are some lovely specially bound books and rare stuff in there. It's illustrated by Hugh Thompson, an Irish illustrator. Fabulous book, beautifully bound.
And what kind of pictures are in that thing?
Show you. We have several of his work. This is a play called Admiral Crichton by J.M. Barrie. You can see the book's all lavishly bound in vellum and then gold gilt on the outsides. And his bindings, such a delicate
fantastic,
work.
aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Might flick over another couple of pages.
He was from Coleraine in Northern Ireland, and he's quite famous.
And when was that book printed?
1920.
1920.
No, sorry, 1914. First edition.
So it's 100 years old this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Over here we have lots of Irish literature by people like Yeats and Oscar Wilde, Somerville and Ross and people like that. Lots of first editions there.
Okay.
I'll show that desk. Over here are more Irish through the corner. That's more about Ireland and houses and Irish history. And in this cabinet there's lots of Irish history and all sorts of fine rare bindings, most of them first editions. Down here is Harry Clarke, who's the Irish illustrator. Lots of books by him, fabulously illustrated. And
It's not the same glass.
he has the stained glass, lots of it in Mayo and in Newport and Ballinrobe.
Are them books by him?
They books are illustrated by him, yes.
Okay. There's a lot of stained glass around Mayo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So you have thousands of books here.
There's several thousand books.
Several thousand books, yeah.
And over the back are books on fishing, dogs, birds, animals, all sorts of stuff like that. Lots of rare fishing books. Books on dogs, books on cats. And then as you come down, there's sort of books on antiques and flower arranging even.
Okay.
Books on America. Over there.
And the odd picture drawing,
animals
yeah?
again. And we have quite a few paintings here about the place. Lots of original, famous artists. Over here is a painting by Alexander Williams. This one is a watercolour by James Aumonier. He was an Englishman, despite that name, and he was well known. He was RHA. That's a fabulous watercolour. Up here is a lovely print of fairies.
The other point that we brought out in the report was that
Mrs. James Reynolds Boyce. We not sure any more about her, but the painting was painted by the same man that painted Daniel O'Connell. You can tell that by the background. It's the same background cloth. Most of the paintings aren't up at the minute.
Links and cufflinks and
Cufflinks and
beads,
jewellery.
clocks.
Children in those and young people in those circumstances, they come from very
Lovely 17th century. This is made about 1650 oak spice cabinet.
Oh, yeah. That's very nice.
And on top of it is a lovely turned egg cups, early 1800s, maybe 1810, which are rather nice.
So you got great variety of stuff here.
Huge variety. And here are some nice small, few nice small pieces.
So it's a continuous search looking for this stuff, is it?
It is. We even have swords. This one's an extremely rare sword.
How old will they be now?
These are about 1840s, maybe a little earlier. This one is from Mysore in India. The prince there had everything was adorned with tigers.
Tigers.
until the English came in and sacked it and took everything away.